Alright, here we are in a new shop. Here I do a little job. I just did a little tour, so now I'm going to do a little work. That's my new sleeping table there. Nice and cool on my back. So, this was the last job at the old shop, so it's the first job at the new shop. So, I have to do some honing. That's how everything comes here. So this is the mandrel here for doing the 1.5" diameter pinion rod set for the 45. So we're doing a real Harley also, always a plus. So the new hone, or in this case the old hone from home, the old original hone is what I'm going to try to use now. This hone here has decided it doesn't want to work. So it took a crap. So there's some kind of a master spring in this thing that puts the pressure on the stone, and it doesn't work anymore. So you can hone, but it's light pressure. So if you're doing hardened races like I'm doing over here, wasting your time. It'll take hours to get it to come out. So, which might be what I'm going to have to do to finish this. But for now, I'm going to try to use the old hone, which, as far as I know, still works. So we'll see. So kind of tight in here for clearances. Somebody's got a bunch of crap everywhere. So here's that back yonder view of the shop. So this is a wet honing machine. It's different than a dry honing machine. See, a wet machine has a tank on it. I like how it sits right against the gauge there. It's perfect. So this has the vintage residue on it from when I used it back in the 90s and earlier. So, see, it was different design than the one over here. This was a nice spring load thing. So we have oil down in there. You can actually see your oil level. There's your oil pump right there. There's the oil pump. And it should go on and off like it's supposed to. Okay, I'm thinking that piece of glass should probably not be sitting on top of the hone when you're using it. So this is an old flat built design. So these machines came out in the post World War II. They probably came out during World War II, but these red ones started out after the war. I think this one is supposed to be from the late 40s. It's been converted to a wet hone, which came out in the probably 50s. So it's been updated to a modern design. So there you go. Oh, there's my old cylinder hone I used to use. Talk about dangerous. I've been whipped by that thing more than once. You have to hold the cylinder straight. If you don't, it rips out of your hand and goes boop, like that and whips after your butt. Okay, so this is where the gauge goes on this machine, and on this one it goes over here on the other side, right there. So Dad was into chroming everything, so he chromed everything. So all this stuff's been chrome plated. Even chrome plated the switch housing up there. The whole light got chrome plated. Look at that. That's genuine, real triple chrome plating, so even though it's been from the 60s, it's still good. Yeah, this ain't the 60s anymore. Of course, I got my Hirsch shifter right there, too. Gotta have that. Alright, so I gotta find me some tools. So this should be the gauge. So there's our expensive ass gauge for checking our rods. So I gotta mount that up onto there. Of course I have no tools. I got a crescent wrench. I guess that's enough. But I gotta find some other tools. That appears to be empty. Okay, there's some bearings, crank pin, braces. Okay, that's good. Gasket said he sent me, and the old racers. Alright, so I don't have my measuring devices here. I'm trying to remember what size everything was, but I think everything was pretty well standard. We'll have to do a fitment by feel. So we got 2/10 overbearing and we got standard bearing. So we'll try the standards first. I already did the pin fitting, but I have not done the rod aligning, which is over here. It's the rod aligner. Yeah. And the tools for the rod aligner, I think, were over here. I saw. Got to kind of figure out where everything goes. All right. I don't have my tripod today, so I'm going to use the new workbench hutch. There you go. You got to get a good view with the going on around here. Let's see. It's limited views. You got me though. That's all that really matters. So that thing on the floor looks heavy. Of course, this is a nice hip knocker. Gotta have the hip knocker. That's how I get my exercise. There you go. All right, I'm gonna go dig up some more tooling and we'll be back.